Naruto CCG app now has the chat system. As you can see, it's all the way up here at the top far right. It says chat. Click on it, and you can see, you know, your chats. And you can, the way you can, obviously you start that's just to let you know conversations you're already having. You can pick a person. I'll just randomly grab, bang, some random person. As you can see right here on their profile page, they have the little box button that says message. Click on it, and then here you start typing up a message, right? And then you send it to them. Let's erase that because I'm not trying to send that to that person. All right. This will allow you to, obviously go through certain things like, oh, I'm interested in that card. And then you pick the person. You can message them from right here. Message them. And, get the ball rolling. Obviously, as a seller, you want to, start looking for people who, are looking to buy, who are looking for cards. If you got them, hit them up. Try to avoid spamming. Obviously, be respectful. Don't send anything unsolicited. And in general, this will add more, because this would be more than just like, oh, like buy, sell, or something. Like, you can start friendships up. Start talking to people. See if there's any like-minded stuff. This app will be improved over time. There's some other things that would be nice to have. One, it'd be nice to see users, currently online users, people who are currently on the app, to be able to know when somebody's on the app, to be able to communicate with them. Also, it'd be nice to know like the last time somebody logged in, because if I'm messaging somebody because I'm interested in something they have in their collection or something, or they're looking to buy something, and then I message them to let them know, hey, I so happen to have the card you're looking for. If they haven't logged in like 3 months, that is a waste of your time, and we want to avoid time being wasted. We want to avoid unnecessary things like spam, trolling, so forth and so forth. Let's try to be civil. Let's be adults, and then you want to be able to be able to build up community. I still like the friend feature thing, the ability for me to friend people, be able to so I can keep track of people that I want to have communications with, be able to stay in touch with. The chat feature right now would kind of work for that, because if I start up a conversation with somebody, all I have to do is just go to the chat and just click on their name right there. So the chat kind of creates a friend list type thing per se, because you have it there. I don't know if there's going to be any erasing features, if there's going to be anything in case you want to erase stuff. What if you want to block? I don't know. This app is pretty simple. I mean, can't ask for too much. For free, can't ask for too much, right? So get what you can. But at least this is a start. Hopefully this helps, because I've messaged some people and haven't gotten much response. I've messaged some people who have bought from me before. So that's why it's like, I don't know if it's they stop using the app or something, or maybe they just don't want to respond to me. Fair is fair, but at the same time, I would like to know that I'm not wasting my time, that I'm not harassing anybody unintentionally or something like that, because I'm messaging them more than once or something, and they could be ignoring me, and I don't want to be in a situation where I'm just unnecessarily messaging somebody that might not be interested. And tons of other features I mentioned in other videos before. Things that this app could potentially do, could have. Oh, I do want to say this would be kind of cool. I love the fact that I could do decks in here, but I also would like as a deck builder. That's why the deck building feature is pretty nice, and be able to do deck profiles and post them. That's always good, very useful. That's why I like the deck building feature. Is also be able to test out hands, because I want to be able to see the consistency of being able to draw specific cards and stuff like that. So it'd be kind of cool to have something similar to that. Just saying. You know, might not be able to get much. We all know it would be pretty badass if you could play Naruto through here. Like, you could literally, you know, build decks and then, you know, test them out, battle people. So that'd be badass. If that can be incorporated, everyone wants it. But, you know, we'll take what we can, how we can. And right now, it would be nice to have some type of, you know, hand, some type of hand testing feature to be able to see the consistency of your deck design, so that way you can, because, you know, building a deck is one thing, you know, but if you can't really truly test it unless you proxy the cards in real life or something like that, and then do test hands, it'd be nice to be able to digitally test the hands, you know, to see if a card is worth having in the deck, and this, that, and the third. What else could I potentially suggest? There's supposed to be an update just to that whole chat thing, because I noticed that finally the chat thing feature is finally available. So there's just supposed to be an update to let you know to update your app, in case you don't already know. To update, go update, get this chat feature. Yeah, what was I gonna say? What did I want? I'm losing track. Oh, I lost the train of thought. I think too much. Yeah, what was it? Look through. Alright, so chat features. Be able to communicate, friendship, friend list. Test it out. Test hands. Does it have something to do with the decks? Build a deck. Test out hands. Definitely like the idea of being able to, like, showcase like combos or something, but that's a little unnecessary so far. But test hands would be nice. Oh yeah, it has something to do with like being able to archive decks. Like if I you know, archive decks. I like to build a lot of decks, but at the same time I don't want to fill up my sorry, let me start moving this app a little bit. Okay, that's something else. You know, this is cool. As you can see, I got some decks, but I would like to be able to move this to like some type of like archiving feature, so that way I can like make space in here. I don't want to delete the list. You know, but I want like to be able to move it off to the side, so that way I can have this be a little bit more organized, so that I can work on some new stuff. Because you can see I got a samurai deck, a BR healing deck, a Madara shotgun. I'm gonna try to do something there. I should just do the Taijutsu video soon. It's long overdue. Void Animal Terror. Did I do that yet? Obito Mill. Still working on that a little bit. But I already did the Kankuro and the Naruto's and the Medical Ninja. These are the three decks that I currently have in real life. Still tweaking them. That's the thing, is that, like, I use this as a way to like tweak the deck from time to time, change a couple cards in here before I actually change them in my real deck. But it'd be nice to be able to put these off to the side, you know, as archives, so I can update them over time. Kind of similar how we have the collection tab and the want. You know, we got the collection tab, and then we got the want list. Be able to shift between the two, so I could be like, you know, here's my collection of my collection of decks, and then here's decks I'm currently working on. You know, that type of stuff. And of course, the ability to share your deck, your deck list and stuff like that through like Facebook, and that will probably be incorporated eventually later. The chat was the top priority. Claudio wanted to make sure he got the chat, because it's true. You know, the idea of community is to communicate, right? And I'm not going to keep on ranting. And this is the end of the video.